Title: The Haunting Road. Chapter 1: The Unexpected Detour. It was a foggy autumn night when Sarah, a young journalist, found herself driving alone on a desolate highway. The gas station attendant had warned her about a shortcut through the woods, a route less traveled. With her fuel gauge dangerously low, she decided to take the detour. Chapter 2: The Mysterious Hitchhiker. As Sarah maneuvered through the narrow, winding road, she saw a figure in the distance. A hitchhiker emerged from the fog, his face hidden beneath a tattered hat. He gestured for a ride, his eyes reflecting an odd glint. Against her better judgment, Sarah stopped. Chapter 3: The Vanishing Inn. The hitchhiker introduced himself as Jack and directed Sarah to an ancient inn nestled deep within the woods. The inn appeared out of place, an eerie blend of Gothic architecture and decaying grandeur. Sarah sensed something was amiss but dismissed her unease. Chapter 4: The Ghostly Guests. Inside the inn, Sarah was greeted by peculiar guests. They whispered among themselves, their eyes glazed with a distant, haunting stare. Each room she passed seemed to hold a lingering presence. She dismissed it as her imagination until she encountered a ghostly woman weeping in the hallway, her cries echoing through the ancient walls. Chapter 5: The Haunted Highway. The next morning, Sarah decided to leave, but her car wouldn't start. Stuck in the inn, she delved into its history and discovered a tragic accident on the very highway she had taken. A family had perished, their spirits rumored to haunt anyone who dared to drive that road. Chapter 6: The Dark Secrets. Sarah unraveled the inn's secrets, discovering that it was a gathering place for a secret society obsessed with the afterlife. They believed the spirits trapped on the haunted highway could grant them unimaginable power. They had lured her here, believing she held the key to freeing the spirits. Chapter 7: The Desperate Escape. Realizing her life was in danger, Sarah attempted to escape. The inn, however, seemed to have a sinister will of its own. Hallways shifted, doors led to different dimensions, and time seemed to warp. Sarah was trapped, her only companions the ghostly figures that whispered secrets of the beyond. Chapter 8: The Confrontation. In a moment of desperation, Sarah confronted the secret society, demanding to know the truth. They revealed their plan, to use her as a vessel to communicate with the spirits. Sarah, fueled by a newfound courage, refused to be a pawn in their dark game. Chapter 9: The Liberation. With the spirits' help, Sarah tapped into an otherworldly power. The inn shook with unseen forces as the trapped souls, including the hitchhiker, turned against the society that had bound them. The secret society members were engulfed by the spirits, their screams fading into the wind. Chapter 10: The Returning Fog. As dawn broke, the fog lifted, and Sarah found herself standing on the now familiar haunted highway. The inn had vanished, leaving no trace behind. Sarah's car, fully functional, was parked on the roadside. She drove away, forever haunted by the events of that night. Epilogue: The Lingering Fear. Years passed, but Sarah could never shake the memory of the haunted road and the spirits she had encountered. The tale became an urban legend, a cautionary story for those who ventured into the unknown. Sarah, scarred but stronger, continued her life, forever changed by the horrors she had faced on that foggy night. And so the haunted road remained, a place where the living and the dead crossed paths, leaving a chilling legacy for those who dared to tread its path.